Yo, what is going on, everybody? How is everyone out there doing? I hope everyone is doing and feeling well. Today is definitely going to be a really good day for each and every one of us. You got to speak these things into existence, y'all. It is good vibes only, positive vibrations always. It is your girl Chance Allreal, welcoming all my good people back to the channel. So everyone, in today's video, if you did have a chance to read the title, then you know that I am going to be bringing you all my top 10 sneaker pickups of 2025. I've mentioned it in my last couple of videos that this year was just insane, and it was such a great year for sneakers. They released so much heat, like a lot of really nice sneakers dropped this year, and your girl was actually not able to get, I missed out on quite a bit of sneakers. I was not able to get a decent amount of sneakers, but I was also able to cop a lot of heat as well. And so out of the sneakers that I was able to cop this year, I am going to be bringing you all my top 10 favorite pickups from the year. We almost in 2026, y'all, but we're not quite there just yet. So before the year does come to an end, we gotta end the year off with a bang. So yes, y'all, I'm definitely excited to be showing you all my list. But before we do get started with today's video, I'm gonna need everyone watching to go crazy on a like button for your girl. And if you are new here and this is your first time stopping by, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family, as well as ring those bell notifications, which is super important. This way, whenever your girl does drop a new video, YouTube will send you a notification through to let you know that I did upload. But yes, everyone, we have 10 sneakers to get through. I won't be showing these sneakers in any particular order, and yeah, ain't no time to waste. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Alright, now first sneaker on the list, we do have the Air Jordan Metallic 5s. This sneaker did drop back in February, and this one is definitely a fan favorite. I know that this is definitely a lot of people's personal favorite sneaker of the year, and I get it, y'all. I get it. This is such a nice sneaker, and it's funny because I actually copped this sneaker the last time this shoe did release. I did have this sneaker my senior year in high school, so I can't remember if they dropped in 2016, 2017, or 2018. It was definitely one of those years, but I didn't wear the shoe until my senior year, and I always knew the shoe was nice, but it's like this sneaker hit me harder this time around, and I don't even know why, but I can still remember my initial reaction when I went to cop this sneaker. I'm like, tag, like, these are fire. Like, they really, this is a really nice sneaker, and the Jordan 5 model has never been my personal favorite silhouette, but man, the Metallic 5 is definitely top tier. This is an absolute must cop, so I'm super thankful that I was able to get my hands on a pair of these. Just a really nice shoe, real icy at the bottom, and I get it. I definitely get the Metallic 5 hype for sure. This sneaker deserves all the love that it does receive from the sneaker community, but definitely a top 10 sneaker pickup of the year, hands down. All right, everyone, next up on the list, we do have the Air Jordan 4 White Cements. This is just such a classic and clean pair of kicks right here. There was no way I was going to leave this sneaker off the list. This was also another pair of sneakers that I had back in high school that they did re-release this year, and I wore my pair in high school for sure. I got some good wear out of that sneaker, so I was definitely excited that they re-released this sneaker so I could have a cleaner pair of this shoe. But as you all can see, I did get a little bit of wear out of this one as well. I think I wore it like one time, got some pictures and everything in this sneaker. So yeah, just the top tier Jordan. I mean, this is a classic. This is definitely a top 10 Jordan of all time, in my humble opinion. I mean, there's just no other way around it. The Jordan 4 is my second favorite Jordan silhouette of all time, so yeah, definitely had to throw these in the mix of my top 10 sneaker pickups of the year for sure. All right, y'all, we heating up now. Ooh wee. Next up, y'all, we do have the Taxi 12s. Anybody that knows me knows that the Taxi 12 is my baby. Like, I love this sneaker so much. I always have. I always tell the story about the Taxi 12s of how this is like my first Jordan, and I got this sneaker back in middle school, and I've just been in love with this shoe ever since. This shoe just brings me so many memories. It has so much nostalgia with this sneaker. I could just remember what was going on in my life around that time. It was just really good times back then, you know. And aside from all the memories and everything, this is just a cold pair of kicks. Like, you can't tell me this shoe ain't one of them ones. I was actually extremely surprised that this sneaker did not immediately sell out. Like, that one, that was crazy to me. I'm like, what? Pair sitting like that one threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did not expect for the Taxi 12 to do any. I expected this shoe to fly off the shelves. Like, there were sneakers, like, I think like the Jordan 10, the Shadow 10s, and the, you know, Cool Grays was selling out. Like, Cool Gray 9s was selling out and stuff. So I couldn't believe that the Taxi 12 did not sell out. I mean, I don't get it. Y'all, can somebody drop a comment and explain to me what is it about this release that people passed on the shoe? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But regardless of who did what, your girl had to have a pair. This is a top 5 Jordan in my opinion. Like, this is a top 5 personal favorite Jordan of all time for your girl. You know, it'd be like the Bread 11s, the 388s, the Taxi 12s, either the Bread 4s, I was just talking about it, the Bread 4s or the White Cement 4s. It'd be one of those, and it'd be the Flint 13s. But the Taxis is definitely in there, in the mix for sure. Always love this sneaker. Super clean, and unfortunately these did bump the Flu Game 12s off the list. I don't know what it is about the Flu Games. As much as I like that sneaker, to me, the Taxi 12 is undoubtedly the superior sneaker. So had to show my baby some love. But yes, let's get into the next sneaker on the list. Coming in with the next sneaker on the list, everyone, we do have the Nike SB Jordan 4 Navies. And with this sneaker, this is a super clean pair of kicks. The first Nike SB Jordan 4 was the Pine Greens. I did pull out that pair to show you all that shoe, but yeah, the Pine Greens made a lot of noise when those did drop, and I get it. To me, between the two, if I had to pick one, the green ones, the Pine Greens, would be the superior sneaker between the two pairs. But don't get me wrong though, don't sleep now. This is a clean pair of kicks right here. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for your girl, and I would classify this sneaker as a must cop. I definitely would have been a little butthurt if I was not able to cop this sneaker. And to my surprise, this shoe did not make as much noise as I anticipated or as I expected. And I think the only thing that I can think of as to why people didn't like make a really big deal about this sneaker is that this shoe was overshadowed by those Brick by Bricks. This sneaker did release the 18th of March, and I believe those Brick by Bricks released the 14th of March. If not the 14th, they released in March. Both Jordan 4 silhouettes, and they both released real close. So they both had a very, very close release date. So I just feel like that could be the only explanation as to why this sneaker was just kind of like not making its waves. But regardless, I'm not the type of person that follows the hype train. I don't do none of that. What's fly? If it's fly, it's fly. It's just that simple. And baby, this is definitely a real fly pair of kicks. Super clean colorway, and your girl had to have them, so had to throw these in my top 10 sneaker pickups of the year. I definitely do feel like they deserve a spot on my list for sure. But yes, y'all, moving on to the next sneaker. Next up, everybody, we do have the Adidas by Unheard of Piggy Runners, and I showed these in my top 10 non-Jordan pickups of the year, and just like in that video, I just can't pick between the two colorways. So we're gonna go ahead and count this as one sneaker, because you really just can't go wrong with either or. I can't pick between the two. If I absolutely had to pick one colorway, it probably would be these, but I guess it really just depends on how I'm feeling that day, but I had to show this sneaker some love, you know, be it that Unheard Of is my local skate shop, and that's family up there. Like, they have went crazy. Phil and Unheard Of and the whole team went crazy all 2025, but I don't know, this, out of all the Adidas, that's tough, because those FC Cincinnati's were nice as well, but I gotta give it to the Piggy Runners. I mean, they just really killed this release. Yeah, I just gotta represent my hometown. It's a lot of hometown pride and everything, so I had to go ahead and throw these in my top 10 sneaker pickups of the year. And it's not just about, you know, this being like me being a Cincinnati native and everything. It's not just about that. It's just all around. The shoe is it's a really great sneaker. I really messed with the colorway, the model, and everything. These and the For Real Adidas Stars were definitely my favorite Adidas to release this year, for sure. Two really great pairs of sneakers, but your girl didn't get the Adidas Stars, but baby, I did get the Piggy Runners, and boy, they didn't disappoint with this release. Definitely such a well executed sneaker. And yeah, Unheard Of, Phil and Unheard Of and Adidas definitely had great execution on this sneaker for sure. So shout out Unheard Of, much love to the team for sure. But let's get into the next pair of kicks on the list. Coming in with the next sneaker on the list, we do have the Air Jordan 5 Grapes, and let me tell y'all, the Jordan 5 had itself a year for sure. They released a lot of really good Jordan 5 colorways, and unfortunately only the Grape 5s and the Metallic 5s made the list. But aside from these two colorways, the Fire Red 5s dropped and the Tokyo 5s were also two really nice colorways that your girl was also able to get. But out of the four, the Metallic 5s and the Grape 5s to me are the nicer colorways, and definitely nice enough to make the list. The Grape 5 is a very, very clean sneaker. It's my first time owning a pair of these, so that just added to my excitement for this sneaker, especially when I first copped this shoe and had a chance to see the sneaker in person. I'm like, okay, the Grape 5s is looking all right. So much so that I had to throw these in my top 10 sneaker pickups of the year. Just a super clean pair of kicks, and the colorway has always been really nice to me, and I feel like it's not going to be hard to find something to match up with this sneaker as well. So that is also a plus with this shoe. But come on, Jordan 5, come on. I see you. Looking good. But yes, I got a couple more sneakers on the list, so let's take a look and see what they are going to be, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. I told y'all in my Bugs Bunny pickup vlog that this is gonna make my top 10 sneaker pickups of the year, y'all. I was not playing. This is just a super clean sneaker to me, and this was my last pickup of the year. Still super thankful that I was able to get my hands on a pair of these. We definitely did some driving for this sneaker, but just well worth it. I mean, just a really clean pair of sneakers. These are fire, y'all. I can't wait to put these to the pavement. Can't wait to throw these on feet. I know that they'll look even better. But yes, the Jordan 8 silhouette to me is a slept on Jordan model as a whole, and the Bugs Bunny colorway is definitely up there with the best of them for sure. So had to show this sneaker some love. No factory flaws with this shoe, and yes, definitely was one of my favorite pickups from 2025 for sure. But let's get into the last two pair of kicks on the list, y'all. Let's see what they are going to be. Alright, y'all, next up we do have the Nike SB Rodeo Dunks. This is easily, hands down, one of my favorite sneaker pickups from the year for sure. Like, I've been raving about this sneaker all year. Like, I've been talking about this shoe all year long. Like, this is really one of them ones, y'all. Like, this is a very, just such a unique sneaker. That emerald green just pops out so much, and the details around this shoe just puts this sneaker in a different lane for me. Like, I wouldn't really compare you. Like, you SBs are just so exotic and different, and when they hit, they hit. And with this Rodeo Dunk, this is nothing short of an exceptional sneaker in my humble opinion. And if I had to do a top 5 sneaker pickups of the year, I don't know what would have had to get bumped, but I still feel like this would have made the list. Yes, I like this sneaker that much, and I knew how much I liked this sneaker from the moment I picked this shoe up. And seeing them in hand, I'm like, oh yeah, these are really good. To say the least. Just a very solid pair of kicks. No complaints with this sneaker whatsoever. But yes, they definitely did their thing with this release. They absolutely killed the execution on this sneaker for sure. But yes, y'all, let's take a look and see what the last sneaker on the list is going to be. And last but certainly not least, everyone, we do have the Air Jordan Gamma 11s. This was my sneaker of the year, so of course I wasn't gonna leave it off my top 10 sneaker pickups of 2025. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's a reason they release a big Jordan 11 colorway at the end of the year, and that's because you save the best for last, y'all. The Jordan 11 is my goated Jordan silhouette. It always has been. I've always been in love with this Jordan model, and the Gamma 11, like, my love for this shoe dates back all the way to 2013 when they released, and your girl was not able to get a pair. I've been waiting on this shoe for every bit of 12 years, and now to finally have these in my collection just didn't feel complete without this sneaker. So definitely this made for, I mean, 2025 was already a great year, but this just put the icing on the cake for your girl. Absolute must cops for sure. But yeah, definitely made for a really good year. The Gamma 11s, people went crazy over this release. Like, people was outside for this sneaker. It almost felt like back in the day when people used to just run to the stores and everything, through the malls to get them the new Jordans and everything. It kind of just brought back those memories as well. And if you're gonna go after a sneaker, what better than the Gamma 11s? This has always been one of the most beloved Jordan 11 colorways, and I'm pretty sure this is a lot of people's favorite non-OG colorway. Maybe there's a colorway that I'm not thinking of at the moment, but people have always loved the Gamma 11 colorway, and your girl loves the sneaker too. So had to go ahead and finish off the video with the Jordan 11. You already know the vibes. But yes, everyone, that does conclude my top 10 sneaker pickups of 2025. Like I said, I'm super thankful for what I was able to cop and accomplish in this year. It was such a great year for sneakers, and I look forward to seeing what 2026 has to offer. But yes, everyone, I did just want to thank each and every one of you who has been on the ride and this journey, all the people who have been rocking with me from day one, all the people who are newer to the channel, each and every one of y'all, much love for sure. I truly do appreciate all the genuine love and support. But yes, y'all, I'm curious to know what you all think about my list. Which sneakers from my personal top 10 list made your top 10 pickups of the year, and which sneakers on the list that I didn't have did you guys have in your top 10 sneakers of the year as well? Let your girl know. Go ahead and drop a comment, because I do want to know what everybody's personal favorite pickups from the year was. I mean, you got so many different options to choose from, so I'm sure it wasn't like super easy to make that list and to come up with that list, because unfortunately there were some great sneakers that I actually had to leave off of my list that, like, I really enjoyed. Like, there were some really nice sneakers that just unfortunately did not make it in there. But make sure those bell notifications are on go, y'all, because I look forward to sharing plenty of heat for the feet with you all. So whenever I do drop that video, YouTube will let you all know. But again, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to tune into the video and show your girl some love. I do have more content coming your way and soon, so definitely be on the lookout for your girl. Y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. It is your girl Chance Real, and we out.